Hey, what is going on, crypto people? It is the Crypto Siege with another day in the life and the crazy life that is a digital asset space. Good afternoon, good morning, happy Monday. It's payday. It's payday today. Happy payday to all the Celsians out there today. Nice payday today, my friends. Wow, I'm excited for you guys. I'm excited for you guys. Why? Because you are an early adopter in this new asset class as the digital asset space. And the powers that be know it, and they are trying to come in here and take it from you. So you got to be careful. They're trying to take it from you. I heard Backed is looking to IPO. We all know the hashtag Gary Gensler is not your friend. He's not looking out for you and I. He's looking out for his pals, his buds, Goldman's, and the likes. Just ask Raul Paul. Now, Raul Paul may not mention Gary Gensler's name, but when he says the SEC looking to approve this Bitcoin's futures ETF, is not looking out for the retail investor. He says the hedge funds are going to make out massively from it. The hedge funds will make out massively from it. Guys, remember this. This is the digital asset space is our chance to win. Now you can lay down and just take the beating, or you can stand up and fight for what is rightfully yours. You were here in this space first. How dare the likes of Gary Gensler at the SEC to try to take it from you and give it to his buds under the guise of investor protection, and because, well, you know, it's regulated, so that's going to be a great thing for the investors, is a bunch of crap. Do your homework on the disgorgements that the SEC takes in and what they give out. And don't give me the numbers in terms of dollars. Give me the percentage that they give back to the investors. It's freaking minimal. I don't even know how to describe it. If they take in 100 million and they give you 10,000 to the investors, is that looking out for you? It's not in any way, shape, form, or fashion. So don't be fooled. One of the ways that you can fight for what's rightfully yours, to be able to participate on a level playing field, is, in my humble opinion, to join in John E. Deaton's lawsuit. John E. Deaton on YouTube, on Twitter. John, capital E, Deaton, Deaton. Pinned to his Twitter page is the lawsuit. The link to join in the lawsuit. You don't have to be an XRP holder. But what we're doing is we're saying to the SEC, we're not going to just take this, sitting down. We're going to fight. We don't believe that you are looking out for the interests of the average retail investor. We don't believe you in the slightest. And this is a way for you to be heard by joining in on a lawsuit. It's a way for you to be heard. And what you do, my friend, it matters. Don't be mistaken. Don't listen to any of these content creators or the news or anyone else says that what you do doesn't matter. What you do does matter. Remember that. This is the power of you, my friend, and it's the strength of us that makes the difference. All right, guys, listen. I'm going to go over the market. I'm going to go over a couple of things from Twitter. I'm going to go over that dude, blockchain backer. Just look, laying it down. Take it for what it is. In my humble opinion, it is one of the best. You guys have seen me promote bcbacker.com all the time on my channel. I believe it. When you put it all together, it's one of the best, if not the best, exit plans that you can have for a retail investor. Right? It has history behind. You got to have some history, some data. You got to have some formula to come up with your exit. Right? You got to have a plan. You have to have a plan. Right? You have to have a plan. And for me, I said that I base my exit strategy in large part due to BC Backers, right? At bcbackers.com, right? Now he does 65%. I might do 50%. I might do 70%. You got to figure out your own number. And that, that extra 50% or 35% allows for you being wrong. It allows for you being wrong, but the math works better, right? The math works better, right? And so you got to have a plan to make the math make sense, right? In other words, if Bitcoin only has 20 and 30% left, if it only has, right? What's the strategy to capture most of that, right? So a lot of people are missing in his strategies that he's been holding on to Bitcoin for years, right? He's not going to tell you the gains, but it was significant gains. Remember, what, about 1,400% in the last year or so, right? Right. So you got to kind of factor that in as well. And so it's hard for someone who may be coming in, been in the space for 6 months, 9 months, or maybe just a year, who miss that thing. So I have mad respect for a couple of other TA guys. I promote those guys on my channel all the time as well. That is High Altitude Investing with Donovan. High Altitude Investing with Dallin, and Do It Yourself Investing with Donovan, right? And so smart guys help people make a lot of money in this space. Their numbers for BTC are different. And I think that's cool. I think that it should be different, right? I think that it should be different, right? And I think what a lot of people are missing in BC Backers' exit strategy is the percentage and the numbers. You still allow for the error. You still allow for that you might be wrong, but if you haven't been able to take profit, which is what it is, that's what the strategy is, having taken profit, right? That's the challenge, because most people they don't take profit. That's why we utilize the RIP formula that we use, RIPFT. Shout out to my guy Mike for sharing that, right? Because most people in this space, they don't take profit. They end up writing stuff up and writing stuff down. That's the bottom line. That's what people do. Most of the content creators in the XRP community did exactly that. They wrote it up and wrote it right now. Fact, 85 to 90% wrote it up and wrote it back down because they have a strategy. They didn't have a strategy. Now, I don't put myself in it only because I did take profit, but I only did it because I wasn't even an XRP enthusiast at the time. I just did some simple math and said, okay, 5X is good to me. I'm out, right? That's all that was. It wasn't because I understood the market. I just said, 5X, cool, awesome, I'm out. right? Not even anywhere near $3. Well, a little near $3, but not really near 3,084 cents, right? It was a couple bucks. So, and then I didn't even have a whole lot of XRP. But I know for a fact that vast majority of people, 85%, 90%, wrote it up, wrote it down, and they were in at 20 cents or less. So from that experience alone, I just realized that there is a point where you take profit, and you can't fall in love with what something could be. Well, this thing could be, right? I say this, I use this example all the time, and why people missed the $3, the $3.50, the $3.60, the $3.80 XRP. Why most people missed it is because they looked at XRP. They have been watching tons of videos about use cases, utility, and changing the world, and payments, and faster, and all of that stuff, right? Which are factual. It is cheaper. It is faster. It has great utility potential, right? All of these things. It is true. So when they saw that, and then they see Ethereum significantly higher, and worse yet, they see Bitcoin significantly higher, and they think, well, goodness gracious, those are inferior technology. So surely XRP is going to go to a higher price. Right? And what the TA guys are trying to tell us investors is they just go by the charts. They don't go by utility and they don't go by the hopes and promises of utility. They're just going by the charts. Right? They're getting the emotion out of it, not joining any camps, not hanging out on Maxi Boulevard, right? The smartest long-term investor will tell you got to take the emotions and stuff out. I can guarantee you people did that. They said, what? Ethereum is at what? XRP is better technology. It's this and this, that. It's what about all these banks and what about the Ripple net and blah, blah, blah. Surely it's going to, right? And then what happens? We get a 3-year bear market. That's painful. That's painful. An exit strategy allows for you to win in the market. Are we going to go into another multi-year bear market? I don't know. But what I'm planning on is another multi-year bear market. That's my plan. My plan is preparing for another multi-year bear market. When the Bitcoin tops, alts do their thing. I just don't know a market that hasn't had a bear market after a bull market. I just don't know of one. But that's what I'm planning on. I'm not saying I'm right, but I'm saying I'm planning on a multi-year bear after this season is over. I'm planning on it. And so and in that plan, it says, yeah, I am going to fill up the bags with profit and not expecting some extended 2-year, 1 year extended. I'm taking profit. I'm taking profit. I'm exponentially increasing the cash flow. I'm going to take what is given to me. You know how they say that in football, take what they give you. I'm going to take what they give me, my friends. Right? If they're giving me a $10 to $13 XRP, I'm going to take it. I'm going to take it. At whatever percentage that is that's certainly up to you, but I'm taking it. And it's going to be at a minimum 50%. A minimum 50% and as high as 70%. And as high as 70%. So it's going to be a minimum of 50%. Minimum for us in the Crypto Seekers home. And we'll leave the rest for in case it goes higher. And then we'll leave the rest for Flare Networks and big time cash flow, being early on Flare Networks. So in any case, guys, listen, that's what it is there. BC Backer, we appreciate you, my friend. Keep doing what you're doing. You know how it goes. And sometimes your naysayers just kind of come out. It's just kind of the way it is. It's what can you do? You got to hold fast to your own conviction. I hold fast to my own convictions. It doesn't matter if I'm wrong or right. I just hold fast on my conviction. I'm good with being wrong. Like, I can, if you're wrong, you're wrong. Can you pick yourself back up if you were wrong and move on? To me, that's what the exit plan is. An exit plan is being able to pick yourself up in case you're wrong. If your exit plan doesn't allow for the fact that you may be wrong, that's not a very good exit plan. Not a very good exit plan. So in any case, guys, look, the market is doing what the market does. And by the way, this is your XRP Ripple Daily News, and it's daily news, and it's not going to be in 10 minutes because I've been talking for about 10 minutes. So listen, the market is doing what the market does. The total market cap is at 2.59 trillion. It's got as high as what, 2.62 trillion earlier last night for sure. So look, it's doing what it's doing. The BTC dominance is still at 45%. What means the alt season hasn't, the full alt season hasn't taken place yet. Now BTC dominance is at 45%. Nope, not yet. So it's coming. So Bitcoin 62,000, cool. I know, I love the people that want it. I get it. People wanted 200,000, 250K. Bitcoin because I think that means a bigger stuff for the altcoin. So I get it. Sure, got it. Love it. I have BTC. I don't have a lot of BTC, but I have BTC. I have Ethereum. I don't have a lot of Ethereum, but I have some. So let it get to wherever it's going to get. Doesn't matter to me. That doesn't matter to me because the alt season is where it's at, in my humble opinion. So 62,321 for Bitcoin. 7 days still up 13%. $3,787 for Ethereum. Just under 10% on the 7 day. Binance Coins at 18% on the 7 day, up $481. Look at Cardano at $2.14. XRP is at $1.09 on the 7 day. It's down 4%. Solana is $157. Polkadot is at $41. Shout out to Juan Chain and Polkadot for hooking up. That's a pretty cool deal. It's up 20% on the 7 day. Dogecoin is 25 cents, up 11.4% on the 7 day. And I always forget to mention that Dogecoin is going to be on Flare Networks. Interesting, right? Terra Luna, $36. Shiba Inu, 2,805 Satoshis. Uniswap's $25.60. Where do I want to go next? Algorand, since it's going to be a mintable F asset on Flare Network. Shout out to Hugo Filion and the team. It's $1.74. And that monster that is Polygon is at $1.50. Love it. And on the 7 day, it's up 20%. Shout out again, happy payday to each and every one of you that are Celsius and taking advantage of that awesome platform that is the Celsius network. Love it. Absolutely love it. I'm an ambassador for the platform. Absolutely loving what they're doing. I think that they are the greatest responsibility, I would say, for bringing new people into the space. We need new people in the space. So DeFi, other platforms should be thanking Celsius because it's a way to increase the size of the pie. That's what Celsius does. Celsius increases the size of the pie. And that's what we need. We need more of us in this space. And just telling someone that they can earn on their fiat dollars anywhere between 8% and 12%, just to get them started, makes sense to be able to download the app, send them some Bitcoin and send them some Ethereum. They ain't got to do anything but just download it and do the KYC. They have Bitcoin and ETC. And they have Bitcoin and Ethereum, right? They have XRP, right? SellPay works awesomely. They don't have to do anything. Celsius Network is genius in motion, in my opinion, is that they increase the size of the pie. That is absolutely hugely important. So what are we going to go over on Twitter today? I don't think I need this. Do I need that? Okay, no, don't need that. Let's go over here. Blockchain backer. What did he tweeted out something today? Here it is here. This is in response to what he did yesterday. I've never, what does it say? I've never needed to publicly posture against an individual's TA to make a name for myself. I've let my work speak for me. And I said, LOL, straight up gangster. Straight up gangster is BC Packer. I love that. You got just kind of stand by conviction and be good with being wrong, but have a plan that allows for being wrong. And that's what, in my humble opinion, that's what bcbacker.com. You guys told you I've been promoting it on my channel since it came out. I purchased it the whole 9 yards, right? Because it just, for me, made sense. For me, it made sense. And, you got to check it out. You got to do your own homework. You got to do your due diligence and see if it makes sense for you. So yeah, he did this tweet on October the 16th, and it's like 25 tweets here. It's like really, really detailed, and I think it was, smart to do it. I think that it was courageous to do it. I think it's, sharing your own conviction. It doesn't mean that he's going to be right. Now, in the video that he did, he said 72,000 to 85,000. In this tweet along here, he gives 3 different examples. And I believe one was 72,000, the other one was 81,000, and another one was something. And I'll show it. I share it, but 3 different kind of, it was like a fib example, it was like, historical 2013 example, 3 different ones, 3 different prices, but still, it's all 3 are in the 72 to 85,000 BTC thing. Yeah, so we'll see. Macro investors think differently. So we'll see, right? And ultimately, if your plan allows to be wrong, cool. But what if your plan doesn't allow that you may be wrong? What if your plan is for 200,000 BTC and you're wrong? Right. So anyway, I believe the top of Bitcoin is the most likely to occur around 72,000 to 75,000, leading into a multi-year bear market. In this thread, I will present my case as to why I believe this. I'm not going to go over all of this. I want to preface this by saying I've been a bull on Bitcoin for the entirety of my YouTube channel, established in 2019, 500 videos. I was also bullish on Bitcoin during this most recent pullback of Bitcoin in May, June, and July, expecting new all-time highs. Yep. So I'm not a mega bear. This is a data-driven thread. Take from it what you will, but it's my best guess and speculation as to where the top of Bitcoin is. Let's begin. So he's doing the fib stuff here. Right. So doing all this different stuff like this. He's explaining the 4.23 extension, what that means. He's doing the market cap on coin market cap. Cool. Right. And so he goes through all these different things here, and the people responding are absolutely funny to hear the responses. So, okay, is that good enough to say with any real conviction that it seems like the top is there? Maybe, but I wouldn't make this thread if that's all I had to say. So let's keep going. Many revert back to previous Bitcoin cycles, hoping we were going to 200,000 plus. And there's a lot of hope that the current phase of Bitcoin is more so like this phase in 2013, with a big grand finale on the horizon. Right. However, of the last 2 years, I presented the idea that we are actually here, right? So he shows kind of the difference, and he shows it here versus there, and he copied and he obviously put it there to kind of show where we are, right? You can especially see this when looking at the correction of bear market, cool, right? So it goes through all the different things here, and I encourage you to check it out to see if it makes sense for you. Ultimately, you got to make your own decisions. You got to make your own decision. And he says here that he sold 65%. Bitcoin exit plan fully executed. He sold 65%. So in this range here between 45,000 and 58, because he expected, 58 to 72, 58 to 75. What's that percentage, right? What's left? So he said 65% I'm out. Makes sense to me. So turns out the whales and large pockets all had the same. Turns out that the whales and large pockets all had the same idea, as it was time for the first major profit taking, while retail was getting marketed by all the financial media to FOMO into Bitcoin. The on-chain data shows all the large pockets dumping their Bitcoin starting at 45K. I don't say that to brag that I did that there. Obviously, prices are higher than when I sold my Bitcoin. I say that to show that I've held this belief for a long time and executed a plan based on it, expecting a 50% crash. Similar to 2013, and well, in 2021, we got it and made that 50% crash. So there's the arguments, there's different things. I'm not going to read all of this, but I want to share the three kind of numbers that he shares here. Okay, let's see if I can get it. There it is right here. So we get the following numbers: 4.236 fib extensions, 73 to 75,000. Bitcoin super cycle, right? We heard about that. Benjamin Cohen and the likes, 81,000. Inverse head and shoulders, 75,000. So just do the numbers: 72 to 81, 73 to 81. There it is there. So Solomon says, I think it's higher, but agreed multi-year bear, right? He's saying 120, 130K, right? So in either case, this is where it is, right? And so again, for me, this is the same thing that I am going to do. I did it with Bitcoin, right? Did it with Bitcoin, and certainly going to do it with XRP as well. And I probably will do it with Stellar Lumens. You know, everything else I've rotated, right? Took profit and rotated into XRP and XLM, right? That's what we did in the Crypto Sieges home. Took profit and rotated, right? Still have a diverse portfolio. And we're waiting on the 5, the Bitcoin, Cash, the Dash, the EOS. I believe Ethereum Classic, there's 5 of them. I forget what they are right now. See if they'll get back to the all-time highs. They haven't got to the all-time highs yet. So we'll see. Bitcoin Cash, Dash, and EOS, Ethereum Classic. I know I'm forgetting one. I can't remember what it is, but yeah, so that's what I'm waiting on. So yeah, so for me, the bcbacker.com thing just makes sense. I went over it again and again and again and again and again and again and again. It made sense. I came up with my own strategy. So his 65% might be my 50%. His 65% might be my 60%. Right. So along those lines, and it probably will be right at 60%. So we'll see. Right. So that's the, not we'll see. That's the plan, right? The only thing I'm still looking at now is it's going to be 50. I'm in the 50 to 70%, and we'll see, right? We got the plan. Me and Ms. Crypto C signed the contract, right? This is what we're going to do when XRP gets to this price, and that's what we're going to do, right? It's no going back. It's no going back. Flare Networks kind of threw a wrinkle in the plan. They threw a freaking monkey wrench in the plan. So what did I do? I went out and got more XRP. I took that dirty, nasty fiat and invested it in what I believe to be an asset. That was my plan. I'm blessed to be able to be in a position to do that, and that's what we did. And so, in any case, there it is there. But here's, just take a quick look at the video that kind of he laid out here. Why is that black? Why is that black? Let me see something.
I'm telling you like it is. I think the Bitcoin top's coming in very soon, but I'm also telling you like it is. I think the show-stopping event's going to be in the altcoin market. So it's an exciting time, but I wanted to definitely have a video out there being very clear and straightforward that I think the top of Bitcoin is right around the corner. And I think it's going to happen as we get into the new all-time highs. And I think it's going to be during a very exciting moment. And I think the narratives will be very exciting for Bitcoin. But I wanted to show you all the reasons and justifications for why I think the top of Bitcoin is coming in. I would be more than happy to be wrong. This is not something where I have some bias where I need to be right. I'm not shorting Bitcoin. I'm not doing anything with Bitcoin here that is going to financially do something for me where I need the prices to go down. I would significantly benefit by the prices going higher would benefit me financially. So I would prefer the prices to go higher, but I'm being very clear that I believe the top of Bitcoin in a multi-year bear market is right around the corner. So I want to be clear that I'm a bull on the altcoin market, and I think the exciting time for the altcoin market is also right around the corner. But all right.
So yeah, that's a really, really cool deal. And again, you know, you guys know in this chat, I promoted the bcbacker.com. I think it made sense. I think when you put everything together, right? So I invested in bcbacker.com. I invested in high altitude investing in his course and in his Discord and his thing and what he offers, what his signals. I invested in DIY investing, right? With Donovan, right? I mean, DIY really kind of learned, you know, the beginnings of his stuff. He learned from Dallin at high altitude investing, right? And so I put all three of those together, to come up with, you know, the Crypto Sieges plan strategy, right? Dallin just straight up just helps people make money. I mean, you want to make money, in crypto. Dallin is that dude. I mean, high altitude investing is he is just that dude. That's what he does, right? He just knows those charts, man. It's like unbelievable, right? But the BTC price, what he's saying, and the BTC price with BC back is saying it's different. In fact, it's not significantly different, but it is different, right? So high altitude investing, without question, is believing for 100. It's calling 100,000 100,000 Bitcoin without question. It doesn't matter who's right. What matters is, do you have a plan? That's what matters. Do you have a plan? You know, that is what matters, guys. Do you have a plan? Because another 3-year bear market, the possibility of that is real, and the pain of it is extremely real, right? Because a lot of us have gone through that. right? We have, for us in the Crypto Caesars home, this is what we said. We have life to live. We got a plan. We're going to increase our cash flow. We're going to change some statuses, if you will, right? We're going to do the accredited investor thing, right? All that stuff, right? All of these things give us more leverage financially, gives us, adds to our financial freedom that we have, adds to the time freedom that we have, that we're blessed to have, right? All of those things add to it. And we just realized being beholden to the market doesn't make sense. Let's take advantage of what the market is given. And I say all the time in this channel, right? There's the price. There's the price of during a bull run. There's the price of what XRP is, right? There's the price of what it is, and then there's the pullback, right? And then there's the right, and then there's the retrace. That's it. There is no other price. That's it, right? And the only price you can take profit on is the price that it is. Period. Right? You can't take profit on a price that you hope that it gets to. You can only take the profit on the price that it is. And so between those three guys, the price range that they all have in common is $10 to $13 for XRP. That's the price that they all have in common. In fact, that's what Joker has, that price in common. Even Coins Kid has that. So when you kind of take all of them together and what's the common price? What's that common one that, they all can kind of agree on? It's $10 to $13. Do I have a plan for $20 to $26 XRP? 100% I do. That's why I'm going to have anywhere between 30 and 50% of XRP left. Do I have a plan for if it gets to the $20, $26? 100%. Still leaving XRP for Flare Networks. In that cash flow monster over there at Flare. So guys, look, I wanted to cover that. Let me cover one more thing here. Let's see here. Let's do this. Got some people saying he's flat out wrong, so we'll see, right? DC Fintech starting today. Here's a thing here. Chris Brummer, go follow Chris Brummer on Twitter at Chris Brummer, BRUMMER So at Chris Brummer Doctor, right? DR at the end there. DC Fintech, that the dude who sold his soul to Wall Street, Ethereum co-founder, supposed to be a crypto dude, but sold out to the likes of JP Morgan. He'll be there. Joseph Lubin on there. PayPal, and I believe Garlinghouse was going to be there as well. Not the same day, but I believe today these guys will be here. It might even be going on now. We'll see. It's a free event on LinkedIn. You can watch it on LinkedIn, apparently. So I'll check that out and see. Oh, today at 8, it's already happened. Goodness gracious. I didn't even see that. 4 hours ago. Yeah, it's already happened, or it's happening now. So hopefully you guys are probably on there watching that as I do this live stream, do this video. And so, yeah, that is it. I just think, I think that, again, I've said this time and time again, there's a lot of great TAs out there, but Blockchain Banker has been the guy dedicated to the XRP army, to the XRP community. And I appreciate him taking his time, his energy and resources to share with us. And I just wanted to let him know that I have his back on that tweet. I have his back on his video, because it allows to be wrong. It allows for being wrong. And I don't like the ones who don't allow for being wrong. I don't think that's a great plan, not allowing to be wrong. So shout out to BC Backer. Life is good. We're about to do that alt season thing. We'll see. It's going to be very, very, very interesting time. I'm going to end with something here that BK shared, tweeted, reference to Mike Novograss's tweets. I think it's funny. The value of XRP is actually almost tripled since the SEC action, says Mike Novograss. Big time buds, almost best friends with Joe Lubin. It hasn't plummeted. XRP, since that lawsuit, hasn't plummeted. Wow, that is interesting. It's a testament to the fact that once communities are formed with shared interests, They are darn resilient. Hey, Mike Novogratz, imagine how XRP price would be if your buddy Joseph Lubin wasn't working to create an Ethereum monopoly while making you rich from an unregistered security. Strong words there coming from BK. All right, guys, listen, I am going to end this video like I did all my videos and remind you guys of this, that old money doesn't want you to win. They don't want us to win. They would rather that we remain a cog in their perpetual wheel of trading our time for dollars. They don't want us to play in the same playground that they play in, where we allow our money to work for us. This is our chance to win, guys. The digital asset space is our chance to win. We are in the midst of the greatest transfer of wealth in the history of man. Are you participating, or are you standing on the sidelines? Here's what I do know, that the battle for you has already been fought, and the victory is yours. Go get it. I'll talk to you soon, guys. See ya. Bye.